me. Most of you already know me. Some of you are new friends. So my name is Gina Raquel, and I'm a wife. I'm a mother of two and a two-time graduate of Middle Tennessee State University. My bachelor's degree is in industrial engineering, and my recent master's degree is in engineering technology. Last year, my husband and I actually got involved in real estate investing, and we loved it. We were able to actually close about 4 to 5 houses by working with multiple investors. And we noticed that, like most of the people we were working with, were also needing other services to help get their project completed. So then, as you know, last month, it was Financial Literacy Month. There I am. Hey. It was Financial Literacy Month, and I started looking into educate myself, my family, and you all, my friends on social media. And so what it allowed me to do is begin getting our finances in order. So it also started us growing our personal finances, as well as providing us with the education and the tools that we needed to succeed. So what I would like to do now is introduce Miss Alicia Goins. And Miss Goins is actually a powerhouse, a mother of 5 with a massive heart of service, and she is no stranger to entrepreneurship. She's been a business owner since 2014, and now she is a homeowner, a community leader out of Wilmington, North Carolina, and also a woman of God. So she is a specialist on the power of adversity and how to embrace it to help elevate yourself and others while thriving on teamwork. And then she loves positioning people to win. She definitely does. I've witnessed that. So she also serves as the company's communications and event coordinator. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to you, Miss Alicia Goins.
Well, thank you, Gina, and thank you all of you for being here, and thank you for that phenomenal introduction, Gina. I'm super excited for you today. I know this is your second launch. I know you said you wanted to make sure it was flexible for everyone to get this information. So all of you that are here today, thank you so much for tapping in, especially if you're watching the replay. Okay, she's going to be sending that out as well. But listen, I want to thank you, and if we have any mothers on here, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for taking your time out of your Mother's Day weekend to be here and to support Miss Gina. She has something incredible lined up for all of you, not only with what we're getting ready to talk to you about, but also just everything that she offers. So when I met her originally, she wanted something that she could actually add to her platform. So I am super excited that she found us and stumbled upon us, and I'm just glad to be on this venture with her. And listen, I'm just so excited about what she's going to be able to offer you, and I'm even more excited with how she's going to be able to help you position yourself for greater. Okay, so I'm not here to talk about myself. I think she told you enough about me. So I want to go ahead and get into this information and let you know what we're talking about today. Because as you know, you were invited to her Fintech soft launch. And it's called a soft launch because, it's virtual, okay? You didn't have to get dressed up. You didn't have to come anywhere. But listen, that is coming, okay? So stay tuned because that is coming. And, we'll most definitely be there to support her. We're right down the street, right down 74. So it's nothing for us to hop on 74 or 40 and come support, okay? Haven't been to Tennessee in a while. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this information. Again, good evening and welcome for just thank you for hopping on, because this is a big deal. Okay, she's getting ready to leave a massive legacy. And listen, I just want to kind of talk to you about what this thing is called, Fintech, because some of you may have seen her say Fintech launch and have no idea what that actually means. So I got someone to help me, and then I'm going to do a little bit more explaining. Okay.
If you've ever paid for something with your phone, transferred money using an app, or checked your bank statement online, then you're already part of a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's called Fintech, and it's changing economies around the world. Fintech is short for financial technology. Seems simple, right? Well, the term Fintech includes a huge range of products, technologies, and business models that are changing the financial services industry. It refers to everything from cashless payments to crowdfunding platforms to robo-advisors to virtual currencies. So every time you donate to someone's Kickstarter campaign, that's Fintech. Or if you transfer money to someone using Venmo, that's also Fintech. And that's just the beginning. Here at a major Fintech conference in Amsterdam, hundreds of companies are trying to disrupt the banking and finance industries by changing the way we pay and borrow money.
So that probably, some of those things probably look familiar, right? You're probably most familiar with like Cash App or things of that nature, but listen, that is fintech and you're using it right now. You probably don't even know you're using it, but it is the new wave. Okay. So let's talk about some more things about what is fintech. Okay. Fintech is short for financial technology, and it's used to basically improve the delivery of financial services. This is why you're not standing in those long lines at the bank anymore, why it's not taking as long as you to close a deal on your home, why even the insurance is a lot easier. Because I remember the days of sitting in the insurance office all day long, when you got a new car or when I got put on my parents' insurance, right? I remember all those days. And listen, the lines at the bank are getting a lot shorter because everything is accessible on your phone. And this is where we're actually headed, okay? When you're talking about payments, how easy is it for you to go into a store and do tap and pay and be done, right? Sometimes you don't even have to enter your PIN number. Like you swipe, right? We got all these self checkouts. You tap your phone and you're headed out the door. You can skip the line and you can do it yourself on your mobile app, show a barcode or a QR code, and you're out the door. All of this is fintech, okay? Now, with your wealth management tools, these are a lot of things that you're using to probably track your credit score and things of that nature, maybe debt elimination, maybe something that's consolidating your bills and showing you, how much money you're spending on bills. That is all fintech. And again, capital markets, small businesses are definitely using fintech as well as real estate. And this is a $1 billion industry. The only other $1 billion industry that I know of is really football. Okay. So just think about it. Like, fintech does a whole lot more as being a $1 billion industry than even football. So that kind of helps you wrap your head around it. Okay. So what Gina's has actually added is something that is in high demand. Okay, so it just made perfect sense for her to add this to her platform because 25% of households, listen, they're unbanked or they're underbanked. And for some people, you may be like, well, how can you not have a bank account? There are people that do not have bank accounts. And I know Gina has a heart of gold. And, there are people out here that don't have access, people that, aren't educated about it, people that don't know. But listen, she's in real estate as well. So she understands the importance of making sure that people are banking correctly, that they are handling their finances correctly, because listen, that's going to get them in position for home ownership. Now, speaking of home ownership, we have people that are 50% of renters are saying that credit score and the down payment is the only thing holding them back from home ownership. And luckily, she's going to be able to help with that. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. 43 million people have a credit score of 599 or less. A lot of people, may not have been taught about their credit score. They don't think it's important. They want to say cash is king. No, credit is king. And I like to say queen, okay? All right. But 50% of businesses also fail within the first 5 years due to lack of access of capital as well as the education. And then we got to talk about emergency accounts, okay? There are too many families and too many households that do not have an emergency account. We're here on the coast, and I talk about this all the time. It hurts during hurricane season when certain people, when you see if your neighbors can leave, or if you're in other, situations where you see people that can't pack up and go. Hurricane Florence really taught us the importance of an emergency fund. We could leave, but my husband's just set in his ways, and he was like, oh, we'll be all right, but we've seen so many people be able to leave and like go on a vacation. Hurricane Florence ended up being like a week-long vacation for some families, when other families that couldn't save for emergency account couldn't board up their windows, couldn't go get the water, couldn't go get the bread, couldn't get the gas, those types of things. And this is why it's very, very important. But we honor and pride ourselves because we focus on consumers and small business nationwide, but we also focus on the Black and brown community, okay? Because those are underserved communities, all right? So this is the new fintech solution. It is Unveil. And again, Ms. Gina has added this to her platform, okay? Now, here's where I am going to tell you a little bit about me because I wanted to make it plain and make it make sense, okay? 8 years ago, I wasn't this chick on the other side of the screen talking to you who hasn't worked since 2014. I was a struggling single mother of 3 small elementary boys, and I ended up homeless and lost everything within a matter of 30 days. Okay, so I came out again out of the nursing industry. I didn't know anything about fintech. All I knew was I needed God to give me a sign, and honestly, He gave me this sign. Okay, and I can go on a tangent about opportunity, but I just thank God that I didn't turn this opportunity now, because now that homeless chick that was in the room at these seminars and back of the room, now I book the rooms. Okay, and I say that humbly and with all humility and with all glory to God. I'm just telling you that this thing works. You don't have to be an expert, right? Because listen, we inspire people to get more out of life. We educate them on how to go about it, and we provide an opportunity to make it happen, okay? So we always want to know who is behind something. And I am honored to say that we are a Black-owned company, okay? A Black-owned, debt-free, two-time Inc. 5000 company. And that's just a couple of accolades. We have a lot, okay? So who is behind this is Mr. Rico McDaniel McCambry, and he has his MBA. And he's a lot like Gina because, listen, they share the same major. They're both engineers, okay? So all of this stuff just makes perfect sense to them, okay? All right, so he started his first business at just 20 years old in 2001, became a multi-million-dollar producer by the age of 25. I don't know what you were doing at 25, but listen, it happened, okay? He's one of the most humble individuals you'll meet, along with his wife, along with the rest of his family. Listen, this is a family business. His mother-in-law was in the office. His father-in-law was a part of it. His wife is right beside him as the chief operating officer. His son is in the department, as the head of a department. Listen, this is a family business, okay? He's got a 4.0 GPA, one of the nation's top MBA programs, Forbes Business Council member, and he writes for Forbes. You can Google him right now and see articles that he's written about financial literacy in Forbes, okay? Selected #1 business honor society in the world, and the list goes on and on and on, okay? Again, he led Nove to the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies in America during a pandemic, okay? 2021, when everyone was at home, just out of the blue is when it was announced that we hit the Inc. 5000 list. And I think that is a big deal because I really feel like a lot of people understand now that finances matter. And listen, fintech matters too, because that's the direction we're headed, okay? Now, not only in 2021, 2022, and I'm willing to bet that it's getting ready to get announced that it's going to be 2023 too, okay? And I'm honored, okay? So let me tell you what Gina is going to be able to help you with, okay? We like to break it down like this, and this is what's called the Fintech Freedom Ladder, okay? Now, some of these things may apply to you, none of them may apply to you, or maybe all of them apply to you, okay? Who knows? We're going to break this down so we can make it make sense. I love things making it make sense, okay? So #1, we're going to talk about getting banked, the importance of minimizing your taxes, how to build your personal credit, why it's important, how to increase your cash flow, build business credit if you are a business owner, get funding, grow your business fast, which means expand and leave a legacy, and then how to protect your legacy, all right? So getting banked. We help individuals get banked with our Nove online banking. It's a free online account. Now, some of you are just like, I got a bank account. That's cool, whatever. But there are people that you're going to come across, or people that she may come across that are not. And she's going to be able to help them because, listen, the rich are getting richer off the poor. They're also getting rich off the rich too because, listen, the rich do the same thing, right? They go out here and they spend all this money and they have NSF fees. But guess what? NSF fees don't really hurt the rich because they don't see it. And there's something else coming. There's another big deposit coming. So it's not really hurting them that they're losing maybe 70, 120, whatever the case may be, the little snowball. It doesn't hurt them. But who it does hurt is that single mother or that single father or that person doesn't have access who, is just struggling, trying to make ends meet. Like my mama used to say, robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? And one thing comes in, they forget about that Netflix account, and now they've got NSF fees. And now it's $70 gone, and that $70 is food that could have been on their table. That's the type of thing that we wanted to be able to help individuals do because guess what? We have no setup fees, no monthly fees, no minimum deposit, no overdraft, and no NSF fees. And what that does is allow them, give them a platform to get into the space where they don't have these certain fees, start to take control of their finances, and then they can elevate from there, okay? Now, the next thing is minimizing taxes, okay? Now, if you're a business owner, this is your time, okay? Or if you're an aspiring business owner, it's very, very important that next season you get back with Gina and talk to her about your taxes, okay? Because we have tax professionals. These tax professionals used to work for the IRS. So guess what? They seen how the IRS was kind of shafting people. They started their own company because what they seen was, there were so many underserved communities that weren't getting deductions as they should have been getting. There was so much money still left on the table. An estimated $3 to $4 billion in refund go unclaimed every year. And guess where they're unclaimed? In the Black and brown unserved community. Okay, so they want to fix that. Okay. So the IRS tax code has at least 7,000 pages. And again, like I said, next tax season, I know it's over. Hopefully you have it all done. But next season, you want to make sure you get back with Gina. Now, let me tell you this. Just do the estimate next season, okay? She's going to remind you because I don't think she's going anywhere, okay? But just do the estimate. But just because you do the estimate doesn't mean you have to go with her, okay? So if you have an accountant you've been with for 10, 11, 12 years and you feel bad and you're like, no, I gotta go back over here with Susan or whatever the case may be, that is fine, you can, but just see if any money is being left on the table, because you definitely deserve that. And this is perfect for business owners, okay? Now let's talk about personal credit. As you know, Gina's in real estate. So listen, if you're watching right now, with all due respect, and you're a renter, I encourage you to get with Gina, because listen, now she has the double whammy, okay? Now she can be with you during your entire journey, because she's going to be able to help you with your credit score. And I don't think she's going to hold it against you, right? At the end of the day, it's about breaking generational curses. It's about generational wealth, and it's about closing this wealth gap by increasing the ownership gap. So we all need to be homeowners, okay? What she's going to be able to do is help you herself, okay, with your credit, watch your journey, and then put you in position when it is time for you to get the keys. This is important. Even if you want to go into investing like her, even if you want to break the land, whatever, or buy something, Airbnb, she can help you, okay? So there are two different ways she's going to be able to help. Number one is credit likes. Now, this is going to be for the person, this is our referral partner. This is for the person that wants to be completely hands off. They want to pay the money, they want to do their couple of things and set up on their consultation, and they want someone else to do it for them. Okay? That's that person, and that's credit likes, and it's $239 to get started, and $89 a month. Now let me tell you what you are paying for. Monthly disputes on all three bureaus, not like Lexington Law, and yes, I'm throwing names, okay, because I hate to see clients with these companies and they're only disputing one credit bureau. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna be transparent, okay? You're not paying for what you think you're paying for if you've used one of those companies, okay? No, with credit likes, you're getting all three bureaus, okay? Now they're gonna mail it for you. It's gonna save you time. You get a budgeting tool, which is going to be very, very, very important, regardless if you're a business owner or going into, home ownership. Budgeting is important anyway, because you need to increase your cash flow. You're going to get credit building resources as well, live customer service. We do have a real office in Conyers, Georgia. It's about 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. 3 monthly bureau score reports, and also daily credit monitoring, because we want to protect you against identity theft. And speaking of that, we're going to give you $1 million of fraud insurance. So again, this is for the person that doesn't have the time or doesn't want to be involved, and you can do credit likes, okay? Now for the person that kind of wants to save some money, you got some time, and maybe you want to also learn, then we have what's called the My Nove disputes, okay? It is, hold on just a second. All right, there we go. All right. So our My Nova Disputes is powerful software. It's powerful because, again, we're in the world of fintech, so it's got AI technology and it's self-generated. What it actually does is go in and it catches patterns. It does its little matrix thing. I guess that's the best way that I can put it, because I'm a visual person. It scans so it can see certain patterns and catches mistakes, okay? So again, that is an easy to use point-to-click system, and it's AI generated. Now this one is just only $99 and $49 a month. Now the catch here is you save money, but you have to mail your own disputes. But guess what? You don't have to go stand in line. You don't have to do the certification and pay for it. None of that stuff. You can print it right from your computer, put it in the envelopes, put a stamp on it, and give it to your mailman, or you can go drive and put it in the blue box, whatever the case may be, or take it personally to the post office if you choose to. But that's the thing, okay? Now everything we talked about in the other one, you're also going to get it. But again, this one is completely different because it is going to scan, and it's also going to track your monthly progress as well. And again, it's just up to you. So either save time, right, and do credit likes, or save money and do My Nova Disputes, okay? So just kind of get with her and let her know, just tell her your goals, tell her what your goal is, and hey, let's rock it out, okay? Because listen, I don't know if you know, but an 800 credit score is worth $100K in buying power. So just think about it. Whether you're a friend, a coworker, a stranger she met, whatever the case may be, think about you and your circle of friends having an 800 credit score. Think about what all of you having 100K in buying power can do. A lot of people can change a lot of lives and change a lot of communities and change a lot of family trees. So just kind of think about that, okay? Now, for those of you that are looking for ways to actually increase your cash flow, we know once you get your credit in order that you're going to be able to do some refinancing, whether it's for your home because that's too high, right? Your auto loan or student loan refinancing, you're going to be able to do that, because a lot of us, and I say this a lot, when you get an auto loan refinance, a lot of us are in vehicles right now because we had to have a vehicle. Like we just, we had to have it. Our car payments too high, but it's because at the time our credit was too high, or God forbid you went to a buy here, pay here. And I can just go all day long on those. Nothing wrong with it. I'm glad you have transportation, but let's do better, okay? Let's get our credit in order, save money on interest, and save these monthly payments so we can really get out here and live the lifestyle that we deserve, okay? Same thing with student loans and also credit cards. We're going to be able to help with that. A lot of people don't like credit cards, but in order for you to have great credit, be able to get funded later, get these personal loans later, guess what? You got to have credit cards, and it's easier than you think, and we teach you how to do it, okay? We also have savings and money markets. So instead of you putting your money in a savings account or a credit union and getting that small yield back, we actually have things that can get you a higher yield, okay? And we can help you build that mini and true emergency fund. A mini emergency fund is money for a rainy day, money for a couple of flat tires, money for a new windshield if something happens to your windshield. A true emergency fund is 6 months of your total expenses and some extra money, okay? So wrap your head around that. If you were to add up all of your expenses, multiply that by 6, that is a true emergency fund. And there are people out here doing it. There are some people living off of 10 years ago money or last year's money, right? It is possible. And that's one of the goals that we have for everyone that we help, okay? All right, so let's talk about business credit. Now, if you're on here and you're a business owner, this is very important too, okay? Because you want to make sure that you are structured correctly. You want to make sure you're structured correctly because when it comes time for lenders to give you some money, they're going to look at this certain checklist and look how you're structured, and we help with that. We also help with personal credit and your business credit, okay? So we give you 1 year personal credit because that matters, because when you go into business credit, when you go into business funding, they're also going to be looking at your personal credit because that is a indicator for them if you're credible, if you will pay back the money, okay? So they're going to take a look at it. Not saying that so much counts, but that again, that is an indicator for your credibility. We also help with business credit building. And listen, if you are a small business right now, I say that every small business can be a big business, okay? Because you got to think about it. Every big business right now was a small business, and they are able to be a big business because of business credit. It's not a cash thing, okay? They're paying their employees with business credit. They're stocking their shelves with business credit. I would use the Buc-ee's in the last example because y'all have one. Listen, Buc-ee's does business credit, okay? Everything in there, most of that stuff is business credit, okay? And you're going to be able to do that too. Okay, $50,000 in funding guarantee as well. And we keep working with you until you get that 50K. So this is where we're talking about cash cards and fleet cars, and all these different tiers, right, to build you up to get funding, okay? Now, to get started with this, it's $24.95 up front, and you can save $1,000 if you do it paid in full. But right now, we have no credit check financing, okay? So if your credit score is within that threshold, we can go ahead and get you started and even waive that fee, okay? All right, so let's talk about funding. We do both personal loans and business funding. So now she's going to be able to offer this. But listen, I said she's helping you with your personal credit, right? So she can help you if you're not there yet, but you need money for home improvement or automobile financing, medical expenses, whatever the case may be. She's able to help you now, as well as business funding. So we have several different categories of business funding, as well as invoice factoring and commercial and residential real estate. I know she's going to love that because that is right up her alley, okay? We have a fast fintech process, so you don't have to meet up with her and wait all day, because guess what happens? You're going to get a link and you're going to be able to do this yourself, because for your protection, she can't see all of your information. All she can do is refer you to her website to fill out this information, and if your credit score is not where it needs to be, then she can help you get it where it needs to be, and then you can reapply. But she cannot see your information because we're all about protecting your privacy, okay? Now, again, back to our business owners, because I know there's probably a few on here. When you get to a certain point, you start to have these high ticket items, right? Or these high ticket workshops, or things that are in the, anywhere from the high 3s to 4 to 5 figures, right? We're going to be able to help you with that, offer financing, okay? So we have limited, limited industries that we work with right now. So you just get back with her and she can get with us, and we kind of let you know what those are. But you're not going to hear anymore that I can't afford it. People aren't going to be defaulting on payments. People aren't going to be card stacking. She's going to be able to help you with that. And that's also going to help you expand your legacy as well, okay? So speaking of legacy, I'm going to say this with all due respect. I no longer want to see the Black and brown community depending on GoFundMe's. Okay. We don't do insurance, life insurance. We did, and it's coming back. But as of right now, we don't. So I highly encourage you. And I just have to put that out there because we're talking about financial literacy. Listen, a life insurance policy is a mandatory thing that we all need as a culture, but we also need to trust. We need more trust fund babies. Okay, because a lot of you, if you're building a business, or even if it's not a business, even if it's personal or nonprofit, we need to be able to leave our next generation something. Because listen, I don't want to get in the whole tangent. I know we're rolling into June and I'm feeling real Juneteenth, but listen, we need to be able to leave our families with something, leave our children with something. Like, we're already breaking the curses, already breaking the chains financially by what we're learning now when it comes to our credit and our finances. And this is just that next step, because we're going to be able to, have trust fund babies, right? It can happen for us too. So you're going to get training on that. It's, portable state to state, income taxes are deferred, and it protects you against lawsuit. And it also, you have protection against any of your family's reckless spending. But listen, this is just really a peace of mind when it comes to that. Okay. So, you heard just like a tad bit of my testimonial. We're going to be hearing more of Gina's testimonial. I don't know if y'all are paying attention, but her credit score is already up 13 points. She's only been in this thing less than 30, well, a little bit over 30 days. But listen, she is doing it herself. She is a just total student, and I cannot wait to hear the testimonials, not only from her, but for those that she's serving that she can help. Because listen, that's what it's all about, okay? So right now, I want to just kind of introduce you to the next person who's going to take over. And this person heard my testimony when I was homeless. Okay. So, he seen me on social media. He seen me with the BMW, not knowing it was getting ready to get repossessed, right? He seen me. He seen all my ambition. That's actually what he calls me, right? But, I went under his wing. He started to teach me about finances. Because as a single mother, it's something that I really didn't know anything about. All I knew was I had to work 2 or 3 jobs to keep the light on. Or, some days it was, hey, is the water bill going to get paid today? Or we going to go buy some candles? I really had those conversations. I didn't qualify for food stamps at the time because they said I made too much money because I was in nursing, right? I made too much money. But listen, I had to have those hard conversations. But this individual came along during one of the darkest places in my life and taught me so much about finances. Not only that, just about the world of fintech, just about how to elevate my mindset and anything when it came to this. And now we are living a legacy. God did his thing, and now he is my husband. So without further ado, Mr. Jerry Goins, are you there, sir?
I am. How we doing? How we doing out here? Thank you for that phenomenal introduction, Alicia. Listen, I am definitely proud to be partnered up with you and be able to serve the masses with this phenomenal information. Proud to be able to serve beside you and help Gina with her soft launch here with her business. I'm so excited for you and for your household with your husband. Y'all are the next power couple up and coming, ready to dominate the industry and help show everybody what exactly fintech is and how they can actually benefit from this transfer of wealth. Every now and then America goes through what we call a transfer of wealth. And, you've seen it during the dot-com bubble. You've seen it going back even further is the Industrial Revolution. You've seen it now. What's happening is everything is going digital. We're in this gig economy now, but a lot of people we like to say they're stuck in the gig economy. They actually say that over 70 million people are gigapreneurs. Okay, so whether they're doing Lyft, whether they're doing Uber, Postmates, Amazon Flex, where they're delivering packages, but the thing about that is they can't scale. So if you're interested in learning how you can actually start your own credit and lending business, just like Gina is doing right now, and being able to be a financial consultant from the comfort of your own home, just type "show me the money" in the comment section. And then on the next slide, we're going to go into and show you exactly how you can start beginning to earn commission right from home, just by helping people do something that they were already going to do through somebody else. Why not go through you, right? Everybody is already an affiliate of a product, and whether they know it or not, they've been doing it since they were little. So as soon as I get the slide control here, we'll go ahead and go to the next slides, and then we'll go ahead and get into how you can get paid. Okay, I love this part because, okay, Gina says, show me the money with the money toe. Listen, it's not all about the money either. I don't want you to feel like, oh, just because I want to get paid that, I'm a bad person. No, there's no reason for you to be able to serve everybody and still not have clothes on your back, still not be able to create trust fund babies, right? Just because you're a servant, that doesn't mean that you can't live the lifestyle that you truly deserve. So, let's go ahead and talk about affiliate marketing, because this is the next transfer of wealth. This is where everybody is going now, because you, as a gig worker, hey, you can only take one Uber ride at a time. You can only do one delivery at a time. Then you feel like, you know what, this is another job, So what we're able to do is help you to scale up. And now you start to earn leveraged income through affiliate marketing. You make money just by referring people to your website. How many people can you refer to a website in a day? Companies like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and many others, they figured this out. And in fact, they pay millions of dollars every year to their affiliate base. Okay, but instead of earning a few cents to a few dollars, Nove pays up to thousands of dollars per referral. Okay, that's why you got to pay close attention to what we're about to share with you, because there's 10 ways to get paid, and you can become a financial consultant here within 30 days. And that's why I really love the opportunity, because it can take somebody who absolutely knows nothing about the industry and about credit. I didn't even know a lot about credit, just getting started. I graduated with a financial degree from UNCW. That's a state university, right? But I still had a poor credit score myself. I was living in an apartment, and then someone said, hey, look, there's this company that's teaching people how to build their credit score, and you can refer people and make money. And I was like, well, I know a lot of people that need credit help, So I got in here, and what I did was I actually just started referring other people, and I didn't even get the services for myself. I was just trying to make money so I could actually put food on the table. I had a young family that was growing, and we were actually running out of space. We have to expand. So I'm doing this to actually make money, and because I figure, hey, look, this is a way I can actually use my degree. So I'm helping people build their credit, and I'm watching this person get a house, this person get a car, this person going to get business funding. And I'm just like, you know what? Why don't I work on my own credit here? I have a discount because I'm an affiliate. So I actually turned on the credit services about a year later. That's right. A year after getting started, I finally turned on my own credit services, and I got started building my personal credit. Would y'all know that was in December? And by April, we were moving in to our brand new house. Only one person owned it before us. And it was like, why didn't I get started before? I was making money helping people, and now I took advantage of the services, and now we can say goodbye to apartment living, goodbye to hearing the people snoring and arguing, fussing and fighting in the apartment next to us, goodbye to their dogs just taking over the front of our yard, right? Because it's not really our yard, can't paint anything. When you have company coming over, they got to park way down in guest park. There's so many different things, but it's not a shot at somebody who lives in an apartment, because sometimes it's good to live in an apartment, especially if you're in there temporary and you're getting ready to move to another location. You don't want to be locked down in a 15 or a 30-year mortgage. So it's not for everybody, but for somebody that wants to build equity, somebody that wants to live a legacy, look, home ownership is the first thing you got to do to be able to close that wealth gap by closing the ownership gap, as Ali was saying earlier. That's the first thing that you can do to start building wealth. So I'm just thankful for this company, for this opportunity to make money and to help myself be able to build my credit for my family's sake. So that's why you definitely want to plug in with Gina. She's doing an amazing thing. And again, like Ali said, she's a double-edged sword. She can help you get your credit right, and she can sell you the house. Like, that's what's better than that. And a lot of people are doing that. But let's say you're not a real estate agent. Let's say you're in car sales, and you know somebody who's in car sales. You can help them get started, and you start to earn overrides. So I'm going to show you the money, because somebody said, show me the money. So let me show you that. So that credit AI software, remember Ali was telling you about that earlier? you earn $40 per person that says yes. That's a 40% commission. Or you're almost earning more profit than the company is. Okay. That's how much Nove really cares about our financial consultants out here. We want to help you get paid. And so you're earning $40 per person you're helping. They're getting the software, they're doing it themselves. AI is assisting them. Artificial intelligence is writing their dispute letters for them. So you can't go wrong with that. You're not looking at any credit scores. You're not doing any paperwork. You just put them onto the software that explains everything, how to do everything for themselves. And you just made $40. Well, that might not sound like a lot, but I want you to think about what bills that you have that you can pay with $160 a month. Well, that's just one credit sale per week. Let's break down some of these numbers here and see exactly what it looks like when you do this on a weekly basis. All right. Because of course, you're not just going to stop at just one person that needs help. They're going to have a testimonial to share. They're going to have a testimonial share. That next person is going to have a testimony to share. And it's all pointing back to you, just like what Gina's doing right now. More and more people are getting hip to what she's doing. And now it's creating this testimonial kind of paper trail, if you want to say, and it's all leading back to her. So why not you? Why not everybody start referring people to come to you? One customer per week, that's $160 per month. 5 customers per week, $800 per month. 25 customers per week, that's $4,000 per month. Okay, but we also have something called team overrides. All right, so how do you like knowing? Okay, so wherever you work, whether it's the grocery store, whether it's a Fortune 500 company, no matter where it is, all right. How do you like knowing that your CEO is out there relaxing somewhere, just got back from the beach? Well, actually, we just got back from the beach. But how do you like to know that your CEO is out there chilling in Maldives right now, sipping a pina colada while you're up here dealing with these rude customers or breaking your back, stocking these shelves, doing all this heavy lifting, right? That kind of makes you mad, right? Just say me in the comment section. Because I've been there, okay? My first job, I was pushing carts and I was working for Kmart, if that tells you how old I am, all right? So I was pushing carts, rain, sleet, snow, hot, like terrible conditions or rainy conditions. It doesn't matter, I had to get my tail out there and bring in carts. So it's already kind of, strenuous work, but then the temperatures and then have to go into cuts. Okay, y'all feel me. I told myself a long time ago, I said, I'm getting me an office job. Look, this is too much. And the CEO or the manager is sitting there, when you come in, they're just sitting there waiting. They could have helped you or did something, right? But listen, what if you got to start your own organization where you still got to be beneficial, you still got benefits off the work that everybody else is doing? Okay, now every cart that I put in that shop did not pay me any money. Okay, that'd be cool if every cart that I brought in gave me a little bit of change. I wouldn't be mad at the CEO then, right? Because I'm getting more money than they are. But you look at it here, this right here says that if you help to build an organization, you're getting a small chunk of change every time somebody does something that they were going to do anyway, which is enrich themselves. They didn't get started to make you rich. They got started to make themselves rich. And now you still get paid up to 10 generations deep. All right, 10 generations deep. Now I want you to think about your last family reunion. How many generations were at your last family reunion? Like 3? Maybe 4 if y'all got really good genes. Felton said, me. He said that job was hard. Well, I feel you. Thanks for being here, by the way. And Glendon, thanks for being here as well. But yeah, so imagine a family reunion with 10 generations and imagine you getting paid off of the work that each one of your family members doing. That's called leveraged income. That's one of the keys to building wealth. You cannot get wealthy unless you have one of these keys. And this key is called leveraged income. What about the credit service? The one where they sign up and we do all the work for them. We're sending out all the dispute letters for them. Well, listen, you sign up a customer, you're going to make $100. Now that starts to replace a whole day's worth of wages for you, just based off of a conversation. They needed to get that house. They needed to get that car. They needed to get business funding. Right. And they knew that you help with credit. All right. Gina's getting so many referrals right now because that people are starting to understand, like, hey, she's actually doing this thing and she's helping people. All right. So imagine you putting yourself in that situation. Now you're getting $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. It just keeps coming in because your referrals keep coming in. One customer per week, that's $400 per month. What bill can you pay with that? Okay. Whose car note is less than $400 per month? Okay. So 500 customers per week, that's $2,000 per month. Whose house note or whose rent is less than $2,000 per month? 25 customers per week, that's $10,000 per month. How many people's managers make 10 grand a month, right? And look, you still got team overrides going down 10 generations. So anytime someone on your team is able to make a sale, we're going to reward you as well for your leadership. And the last example I got for you right here, that business credit suite, you know, it's $2,500 for somebody to get started. But guess what? They can get started for no money down. That means you get paid before they even make a payment. That's insane. We literally create the money for them to get started, right? And then we create a lender relationship for them with one of our lenders. They pay the lender. You don't have to worry about chasing payments, all right? But you get paid the following week. $500 per sale. Now you're starting to replace an entire week's worth of income. This is what I like about this. Whether you get started on a small sale, whether you make a big ticket item, it takes the same amount of time to sell something that's going to get you $40 as something that's going to get you $500, believe it or not. Okay, because there's so much value in this right here. Business owners already know if they need it. They're just trying to figure out how they want to pay for it. Okay, it's the people that you're trying to sell this little $99 product. That's the kind of person you spend more time with, believe it or not. But the first time you make a $500 sale, it's going to change your life. You're going to look at your bank account and it's going to say $500 deposit from Unveil, and you're going to be like, wow, is this real? I remember the first time I got a big deposit like that, man. I withdrew that thing so fast just in case they would take it back, okay? Because I didn't know, right? But this is the difference. This is the deal maker for you. Once you start realizing that you do not have to work every single hour for every single dollar, your life is going to change. Once you start getting paid based off transactions instead of being tied to a clock, your life will change. All right. So one customer per week, $2,000 per month, 5 customers per week, $10,000 per month. If you mess around here and do 25 customers per week, that's $50,000 per month. Now you're making more than your managers. Okay. Now you're thinking about quitting your job. All right. And look at these team generational overrides. Okay. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like as it goes down, because we lost Jade. Jade's coming back. All right. She's coming back. So, I'll show you exactly what that looks like, because maybe the generations, for me personally, I had to put it in a spreadsheet and see what 3 people helping 3 people join looks like down 10 generations. So let's get on into that here in a second here. But I want to go ahead and share with you what the business funding commission looks like. Because what if you help somebody get a $500,000 business cash advance? Like, Jerry, $500,000, how am I help a business qualify for that? Well, listen, it happens. It's as easy as a business that's doing $250,000 a month applying with you. We double their monthly deposits and get them a business cash advance for $500,000. Guess what that equals for you? A $20,000 check. This right here is now replacing somebody's annual income. You see how each level is just more money, but guess what? You're still working the same amount of time to make that connection. Because we're in what we call the connection economy now. It's all about who you know. It's all about the network. You know, with this looming recession coming, you cannot depend on your job for income. And you can't depend even on the gig economy for income, because these people, they have to pay you with money that they get from where? A job. And if they lost their job, everybody's seeing what happened with the gig economy. It starts to go down. Your income starts going down because there's less money coming into the pot. There's less people to buy the service that you have. But guess what? In Unveil, in the credit and lending industry, your money goes up. You know why? Because everybody needs money and everybody needs credit. As a matter of fact, credit and lending is how we get out of a recession. And if you're sitting here with all the tools, all the resources to get people out of this coming recession, you're going to get rich. I'm just going to be honest. This is how you do it. More people made money selling the tools to mine gold during the gold rush than people actually finding gold. Wow. Let me say that again. More people made money selling the tools to find gold, the pans to shift, the pickaxes to pick, than actually people finding the gold. And now here you are with all the tools needed to get out of a recession. Listen, businesses are going to love you. And what if you didn't sell because you're not really selling. What if you didn't refer somebody to a $500,000 cash advance? What if you just help them get $50,000? That's still $2,000 for you. All right. So I don't want to complicate this because I'm sure you can see it very, very plain here. But I want you to be able to be the solution. So by the time you get off of this, I want you to say, I'm the solution. I'm a solution. I'm the solution. All right. To be able to help people not only get out of this economy, but to prepare themselves. If you know that winter is coming, you prepare your harvest accordingly, right? So that during the winter season, you can still eat and feed your family. We all know the recession is coming, okay? Economists have told us that it is coming. Banks are failing. When you see banks failing, that's a clue. That's a hint, hint, clue, clue. Go back and look at the history. All right. Numbers don't lie. History doesn't lie. It just repeats itself. And the people that are smart enough to see things coming can prepare and take advantage. And that's what you're doing right now. Something led you to this and to this grand opening, to this soft launch for Gina. You know, she got enlightened. She got hip to it, and now she's putting her people on with her circle, her network. Don't come to her later on and say, hey, you know, we struggling now. We in the middle of recession now. Hold on a second. I need some help. No, start preparing now. Don't ever wait for rock bottom. You can always start climbing where you are. You don't have to wait until you hit your rock bottom. But just by referring other affiliates, you can also earn commissions. But here's one of my favorite parts. It talks about that generational, how you build your generations down. Okay. So let's say you got started, you helped 3 people get on board, you help them get their customers on board, you earn $300. Okay. Next month comes around, those 3 people, they got out and they say, you know what? That was too easy. I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to get my 3 people on board. So they brought 3 people in. That's 9 new people. You didn't bring these people in, but you still earned $660. Okay. That's passive income, right? So that's another key to get wealth. You got leveraged income. You got passive income. Nobody's paying you both ways here. All right. And then you had those 9 people getting their 3. That's 27 new people that just came in. Don't you know you get paid $2,900 and you didn't bring those people in? Okay, you start to see this thing keep growing and the numbers don't lie. All right. Numbers can't lie. All right. That's one of the only things that doesn't change is the numbers. So as long as you're doing these numbers, this is only down 8 generations. You have 6,500 new affiliates coming in and you're getting paid a chunk of change every time that they get qualified, meaning that they got their 3 customers. Okay. So now you're talking about $2.2 million. Wow. That's jaw dropping. But guess what? People are doing this every single day. But with Nove, we're just getting started. And that's why you are in a prime position to really get paid. All right. So luxury bonuses, which car do you want? You know, do you see your favorite car up here? BMW, Mercedes, Audi, right? Because guess what? Nove is actually going to give you a car bonus every month once you hit certain ranks in the company, up to $3,000 a month just for the vehicle that you desire. All right. And we also are paying mortgages too. This was crazy to me because I said a $3,000 mortgage. Gina, what can I get with a $3,000 mortgage? And she said, Jerry, something in the $400,000 range. I was like, geez, okay, let me go ahead and start planning my house. Okay. Because guess what? If you plant it, then it'll come. If you plant it in the ground, don't that seed sprout up? Okay, so now you take this right here and you put it in your mind that that car is mine, that house is mine, and you watch that seed start sprouting up. All you're doing is watering it, and you're letting the environment do the rest, right? Well, see, we teach you how to water your seed. We have full training platforms, help you be a true professional. You learn at your own pace. You know, maybe you say, Jerry, you talk too fast, or Allie, you talk too slow. You got to speed it up, you know, or whatever it is. We help you to learn at your own pace. We have a really cool app. I wish I can share it with you on the screen, but it's going to block it out because of the background. But it's really, you see it right here. In orange, you see it says all white brunch yacht party. So we're letting you know what the next event is. And you see, you can share your services right there. You can share your business credit service. You can share your personal credit service. And you can get trained as well, all in this app. So think about how easy that is for the people that you bring in to get trained as well. All right, you don't have to do any heavy lifting, but we like to have fun. You see this background right here? This is a cruise that we went on. And we're going on another cruise here this fall. It's going to be amazing. Gina's in the running for it right now. And if you get started, you can go ahead and get in the running for it as well. All right. It's a free cruise to everybody that participates and gets to a certain level. We're taking 40 people on this boat, and it's going to be amazing. But we do this all the time. Okay. So don't worry if you're not getting in it right now. You can get in next time. And I think, well, me and my wife, we've been on all the cruises, all the yacht parties. We've been there because we have a different vision for our lifestyle. You know, we want to be with successful people. We want to surround ourselves with like-minded and successful people because Jim Rohn has said, you know, if you're the fifth person in a circle of millionaires, then you're the next one to get rich. All right. Because the language is different. If you talk to your broke friends, they're telling you what happened on Netflix. They're telling you about what fight happened down the street. You get with your rich friends, they're talking about the book that they just read. They're talking about the property that they just invested in. You go back to your broke friends, they're talking about the Jordans that's about to come out. Okay. And you're just like, you know, so it's all about the vocabulary and putting yourself around people that are going places that you want to go. And that's another thing that you can't pay for. You got to be in a community of people. That's something that you just can't buy, you know, but to actually get this membership, there's a very small price, very small price. You know, I paid this fee years ago, and I can tell you that it was well worth the investment. I've made my money back probably 50 to 100 times over. So when you start thinking about a business mindset, you start thinking about something called ROI. That's return on investment. Okay, so this is not something that you are putting your investment in like a stock per se. You know how you invest in a company like Apple and you just get, you know, money as it grows. This is not that. Okay, this right here is you buying your business system. Okay, and this is you actually taking advantage of the platform that's already built out for you. You don't have to come up with your own credit system to help your customers. You don't have to come up with the customer service staff that we have that answers the phone. You don't have to come up with the email system, the merchant system that takes the money out. You ain't got to do all that guesswork. All you're doing is becoming a professional inviter and inviting people to our products and services. And this is the only fee that you pay. To be an affiliate, it's only $199 and then $49 per month. Wow. Okay. $49 a month. When's the last time you bought something for $200 and it paid you back? Okay. Almost never. Almost nothing can do that except for a business, right? So you get member discounts, financial education, novemoney.com website with your name on it, with your photo at the bottom, the Nove app, online training, business credit, training videos. You get paid up to $3,000 per customer, all for $199 and $49 a month. Okay. And you got to get started somewhere. If that's all you have, then let's get it. And we're going to show you how to make your money back and then more. All right. Now, if you're somebody of influence, if you're saying, you know what, I know a lot of people that want the services, but I also know a lot of people that want to get paid and that need a side hustle that they can actually scale, that doesn't feel like another job, that they're putting themselves around people that are going places that they want to go and doing things that they want to do. So then you want to get started on the Affiliate Pro, which adds the team building element and also monthly residual income, also volume-based residuals, the luxury car and the mortgage payments. That comes with the Pro section of our membership. All right. It is a little bit more to get started, but it comes with the AI services already built in. So a lot of people like that. That's the package that Gina's on. So I recommend you do what she does, follow the leader in a way. So now you're working on your credit and you're helping other people work on theirs. Isn't that beautiful? That's crazy to me. I was just like, man, like one hand is washing the other. I'm fixing my credit. I'm helping other people fix their credit. And that's paying for me to fix my credit. I don't have to go out here to Lexington Law and pay $600, $700 for them to do one dispute per month when I can come over here to Unveil, pay that same amount of money, but over that course of time, pay myself back that money, and I get to dispute unlimited negative items on my credit report. That's it. That's phenomenal. But yeah, guess what? That monthly fee, we're going to show you how to waive that fee. You get 5 customers on board with you. Your next month, you don't pay that monthly fee. Okay, so that means you got 5 customers on board. Let's say it's Credit Likes customers. You got 5 of those. That means you made $500. And that means, you just paid yourself back that $350. So now you're in profit. It's almost like you didn't pay anything to join because you just made $500 off of your $350. And now that $99 goes away. You're not paying the $99 anymore. So you got a free business in a way, right? Because you paid yourself back and then you made a profit. And then every month you still don't have to pay for the business that you're promoting and making more money off of. There's nothing else like that. Try opening up a Subway franchise and selling 5 subs. Okay, get you a Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise and sell 5 buckets of chicken. All right, you're not going to break even next month. Okay, I love this style of business. It's digital. You can do it right from your home, and it's all a tax write-off. We're going to show you how to take advantage of the rich side of the tax code. There's only 2 tax codes in our country. There's one for employees and there's one for business owners. Simple as that. There's no other complication than that. All right. And you want to be on the side for the business owners, and we'll show you exactly how to do that. And at this point, you all, like, I'm really proud of y'all for sticking around because, some people, this kind of scares them because they only know one way to get paid. They only know one thing about their finances. They only know one thing about credit. Right. But you stuck around. You said, look, I'm supporting Gina. I'm here with you, girl. I'm kind of lost in some of what you said, but I'm here for it all. I'm loving what I'm hearing. But, one kind of person here, you're just not interested in it, and that's fine. That's fine. But what we want to say is, somebody that needs this. Okay. You just rode in the car today with somebody talking about credit and how they need their own car. Okay. You just heard somebody saying how they was launching their business and they needed funding. Right. So, somebody, all you had to say is, hey, look, I know somebody who can help you out, and get them on the phone with Gina, let her do all the talking, and you just, hey, she might even give you a split of her commission. All right. Now, number 2 says, I'm interested, but I have some questions before I get started. Maybe you have some questions about the services that you saw. Maybe you have questions about actually launching your own business. Either way, that's what we're here to do. As consultants, that's what we get paid to do, is answer questions. And if we don't know the answers, then we'll go to the next person above us who might have the answers. If they don't know, then they're going to go to the next person. Because you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have all the answers. All right. Somebody does. Okay. Number 3 says, I'm ready to get started right now. You could have stopped talking when you said I could get better credit. All right. Because I'm tired of my credit score looking where it's at right now. We just sell Cinco de Mayo, and my credit score starts with a Cinco, and I don't like it. I need to be up there in the 7s so I can truly live the lifestyle that I want to live, because we know that America is locked behind them 3 little numbers, your credit score. Okay, you want the American dream? It takes credit to get it. The house with the picket fence takes credit to get it. Your dream car, credit. Your dream job, credit. All right. So now we're going to start leveling the playing field for you, and that's what we're here to do. Let me show you what it looks like when you get ready to join. Gina's going to send you a little link right here. Matter of fact, just check your credit. Check your email right now. All right. You can tell I'm used to saying that. Check your credit, right? Check your email. There's an email right now Gina just sent out from Calendly. All right. So if you don't see it, it'll just say, thank you for attending our launch. And it'll be links all in there. You can sign up for the credit services. You can apply for business funding, or you can join our team. And it's going to take you to a website like this. You'll see affiliate program. You just scroll down, you click which plan that you want to get started with, the basic or the pro. I recommend going pro if you can. You're going to save money in the beginning, and you're going to get a lot more value. And then you're just going to enter in your information. Just like retail therapy, when you're out here shopping online, buying clothes or buying that flat screen TV, those things that never pay you back anything, now you're investing in your future. All right. So I just want to say, hey, thanks again for being here. And I want to be the first to welcome you to Unveil and the financial future that you truly deserve. All right. Back to you, Allie.
All right, so that is it. So hopefully I got some phenomenal information. Listen, I just cannot thank you enough for being here to, support Gina. This was a big deal to her. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to her, and then we'll get out of here so you can get back to your Mother's Day weekend. So Gina.
All right, y'all. Thank you for staying the whole time. I really appreciate y'all love and support. And if y'all need anything, just message me or hit the link. All right, love y'all. Bye.